Well, here we are once again, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? I feel like I gotta open up like 90% of the podcast with a question. And that question is, can you believe it? We've made it this far together, all of us. It's me, it's you, it's Catch 22. It's me, it's you, it's Catch 22, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Episode number 21 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, here we are once again in communion. Shall we all just like take a moment just to think about our lives and just to reflect on all of the things. Reflect on all of the things, reflecting like a mirror. Reflecting like a window or something, like a shiny car. Yeah. I'm reflecting right now. Feeling really sensitive. I'm feeling so sensitive, like down to like the microns or something, like a nanometer. I mean, that's how sensitive my detectors are right now. I'm going through like all kinds of feelings and emotions are coming to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just such a sensitive dude. I'm very sensitive. You touch me, I'll just, you know what I mean? I'm a very sensitive guy, man. Always got the goosebumps and like the hairs sticking up on the back of my neck, just a slight draft comes by and I'm just like, ooh, I'm all excited, I'm all enticed, I'm all like whatever. I mean, that's how I'm feeling so many emotions, you know what I mean? But it's mostly negative ones because I'm so sensitive, man. I'm such a sensitive guy, man. I'm just like always thinking about my senses and how much they overwhelm me, just like, oh, it's too bright, oh, it's too cold or too hot, or, whatever, man. I'm too high up in the air, or, oh, man, I'm just too low to the ground. Whatever it might be, man. Oh, it's too loud in here. It's too quiet. Like, just my senses just be like picking up on everything that happens. And like, I've just got like this, my sensory perception is just so deep and just so, like I said, sensitive. Like it's so down to I'm measuring the particles, man. I'm like fucking so totally switched into the vibe and dialed into the system, man. I don't have to check any of my instruments, man. They all be standing to attention and they all be making the readings. Every now and then they shoot a ping off like sonar type thing, and I compile the information that I receive back from those sonar pings, bruh. You know what I mean? A bit like a whale or like a radar underneath the surface of the water out in the ocean. In the ocean. Shout outs to the ocean, man. Not a big fan of the ocean. Not to swim in anyway, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't like to go to the beach. It's so sandy, especially for a sensitive guy like me. I'm too sensitive for the beach, man. It's just too much sand, grains of sand. Like they say there's more grains of sand than there is stars in the sky or whatever. Can that be a real true fact, man? Like if the universe is endless, or maybe they say stars in the sky. That's not a very technical term because like that's a figurative term, right? Because there is no stars in the sky. The stars are not in our sky. They are out there in space, and they're in our own galaxy. Probably we can only probably see stars in the Milky Way galaxy. I don't think you can see stars beyond that. And there's so many galaxies in the universe, man. You know what I mean? Like you think about how many solar systems make up galaxies, and then how many like galaxies there are in the universe. That's a lot of fucking planets and stars, right, mate? Do planets? I guess. Well, this is such a convoluted question because I think they say that there's more grains of sand on the beach than there is stars. So I suppose that doesn't include planets or any other celestial body, right? I guess it's just like your quasars, your faux whatever, like fucking quasars, masars, and blazars. You know what I'm saying? So if we just considered all the suns, because our sun is a star. I guess the name of it is the sun. I guess that's the official name. Right. So if you think about how many stars there are, still that's a lot of stars out there, man. That's a lot of stars out there in the Milky Way galaxy, and that's just one galaxy, dude. I find it hard to believe that there's more grains of sand on a beach than there is stars out in space. If the saying actually went that there's more grains of sand on the beach than there is stars in the sky, then I guess I can accept that, because the reality is that there are no stars in the sky. They are all way beyond our sky, man. This is no man's sky type shit, bro. There's so many fucking stars out there in space, not in the sky, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd be sensitive to all those stars. I just feel like that they're radiating things to me sometimes, like whether it's radio frequencies or like some kind of gamma ray or a little twinkle light or whatever, man. You know, like light pollution coming from the stars. Usually you get light pollution coming from Earth, because there's so many bright lights down here. But the lights down here are peanuts they're nothing compared to the stars that are out there beyond the sky. You know what I mean? Because those stars are each like at least the size of our sun. Our sun is like a medium-sized star, or maybe a smaller red star, right? Is it a red dwarf star? I don't know. Maybe it's just a red star. But anyway, like our sun is a star. That's a fact. That's a fact, and you can't change that. You can't take it back. You can't change the facts, because facts is facts and all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Our sun is a star, and then we have a bunch of planets that are just spinning around it. And I feel sensitive to the gravitational wave. Sometimes when the planets align it doesn't have to be a perfect line. They can just align in some kind of mysterious pattern, some kind of celestial, cosmic type of unknowable mystic pattern, and it just generates some type of crazy frequency that bounces through the planets and then interjects itself into me or whatever. Like I feel like I'm intersecting a signal that's being broadcast from the semi-aligned stars. You know, planets inside of our galaxy. Not a galaxy, a solar system. Can you say, what's the difference between a solar system, and a star system? Is that the same thing? Because star system, or is that like does a star system need to include many stars? Is a galaxy a star system? Or I could look up the definition of star system, I guess, but wouldn't that be boring? Isn't it just more funny just to listen to me try and think about what a star system might be compared to a solar system, right? So yeah, I'd be fully sensitive and attuned, man. The word is attuned. I'd be totally tuned into the vibes, man. It's all about the vibrations, the frequency. You know what I mean? Not down with healing crystals, bro, or any of those types of stones, gemstones, or whatever, like precious rocks. No, thank you. Not unless I'm playing some RPG game in which the gems, I can put them in my weapon. What do they call that? It starts with E, like not embossing. Forget what they call it. It'll come to me later. What it's called when you imbue. I don't know. There's another word for it when you make something better with gemstones. And it's not encrusting. Although you could have a gem encrusted staff or something, I guess, or a ring, and that would probably make your weapon have plus whatever type attributes. Could be more dexterity, more speed, more power, more mana regeneration, more HP, whatever it is. Maybe you can suddenly with the right encrustations of gems on your chosen vessel, whether that be a weapon or like a jewelry or some type of armor that you wear or something like that. Maybe some golden spectacles with a rhinestone lenses or something, you know what I mean? Then they could they up your attributes, whatever it may be, depending on the stone, depending on the precious gem. Like a lesser gem, like just a, I don't know, boring ass quartz crystal. That's not very rare, right? I mean, that's normal. Quartz is normal. So, or a galena, that's a crystal. Galena's shit. No one's gonna put galena on their armor. You know what I mean, man? And plus, it's brittle and it's really weak. So you just like one fireball hits your armor, one like troll spear, or fucking a orcan axe, or an ogreish club, or a demonic fucking blade, fire blade. You know what I mean? Or a paladin's big ass righteous holy sword. If any of those things hit you, or even like a thieves dagger, a rogue's fucking slingshot, a halfling come along with a little pocket knife, it's going straight through the galena. I guess that's the thing about gemstones. You got to, gemstones are just rocks, bro. They're just rocks, and you got to bang the rocks together, guys. You know what I mean? If you want to get anywhere, that's how you got to make statistical advantages to your character or to yourself. If you're role playing this type of shit, bro. Fully sensitive and aware to the type of changes that these gemstones and precious rocks be granting me, man. And I'm very thankful. Very thankful. Brings a tear to my eye because I'm so sensitive that I'm just thinking about the changes that I've gone through and all of the benefits which have been allowed to me thanks to precious stones. Just makes me want to go to the Congo and like find some blood diamonds of my own, man. You know, just to prove that I can put in the blood, sweat, and tears. The blood, the sweat, the tears to go and get my own precious stones from the African jungle in the Congo or whatever. Is that what? I mean, I've not seen Blood Diamond. I think I started to watch Blood Diamond. I thought it was like pretty boring, I guess. It wasn't that good. But Congo, right? Congo, that's a crazy movie. I mean, I haven't seen that for like 40 years, but that's a crazy movie, right? What's better? Blood Diamond or Congo? I want you to put that down in the comments. I want you to vote on your favorite thing, your favorite movie based on precious stones. Blood Diamond or Congo? Yeah, I don't have very thick skin. My skin is so thin, and it definitely ain't thick, bruh, because I'm so sensitive to the things that I hear and touch and smell, whatever, man. This place is too smelly, bruh. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't smell enough. It's got the wrong type of odors, man. I'm all about those essential sniffing salts and fucking oils, aromatic oils, man. Aromatherapy, man. I'll be smelling that stuff. Like if shit don't smell exactly the way I need it to, then my chakras become all fucked up, bruh. They get all fucked up and fried and frizzled and like burnt down and torn and peeled back and shredded and just melted into a puddle and then evaporated and rolled and dried and smoked. And then just now I'm suddenly all of my bad karma is making someone else high, man. They'll be sniffing up my bad karma due to the aromatherapy being all out of whack. Right? That's why we got to get our sense happening, bruh. Our common sense, man. I'm not talking money. I ain't talking brain power. I'm talking smells, man. The common sense, bruh. You know what I mean? Or some uncommon ones too. Some people smell, man. Some people smell better than others, and some people smell worse, bruh. Same goes with food. Same thing goes with food and goes with dogs, animals, cats, whatever. Everything got its own unique smell. You know what's not very smelly, though, at least not to humans, is rocks. Precious stones, they don't really smell at all. You ever smell glass or whatever? Pick up a rock, go outside and touch a rock, kick rocks, man. Pick it up and try to smell it. You can bust a rock open, you still won't really smell much of anything, right? And maybe that's why rocks have lasted as long as they have, because predators that are trying to hunt them down might be ultra sensitive to smells and trying to track them with their nose, and it's only the smelliest of rocks that have been eliminated from the gene pool. Back in the day when all the rocks used to have crazy ass stenches, they got mined out by the predators, by the hunters, the rock miners or whatever. They knew where the smelliest veins were, or they knew where the most precious veins of rock were based on the stench of the rock, and now they've all been mined out of the gene pool, the gene crag, the gene quarry, bruh. So yeah, I'm entering my third week of sickness, man. My sinus be all fucked up and shit, bruh. Getting all this snot generation mucus is what I'm talking about. Phlegm, you know what I mean? Reminds me of the band that used to be out in the Philippines. I think they were called Phlegm Thrower. Isn't that a cool name? Because if you're like Filipino, I guess like phlegm and flame, like the way you say flame. I guess if you're a Filipino and you say flame, it's sort of a little bit like phlegm, man. You know, like it's a bit phlegmy. So yeah, Phlegm Thrower is a really good play on words, I think. Not only that, but it's a disgusting image, and that's what I feel like right now, because I am spitting up so much dark green, yellowy, sometimes like grey, on the verge of death mucus, man, like coughing up the type of shit that you'd find inside of a recently deceased corpse if you happen to stumble over one that's been like, I don't know, out in the wilderness for a few days and become a bit bloated and like greyish blue or whatever. If you poke it with a stick, probably some ugly ass shit would come out, and that's what it looks like. I'm spitting, man. I'm throwing it out my mouth. You know what I mean? So yeah, if things sound a little bit disjointed this episode, similarly to last episode, I might have to do a couple of extra edits for when I just go into a coughing rampage, man. Spitting and spluttering all over the microphone. Should see my mic, man. It's so covered in sputum. So crazy, man. It's like you could probably take the microphone to a scientific lab or like an evil, crazy genius type guy in his basement or whatever, and if he could extract the DNA from my saliva encrusted mic, because it's not just gemstones that I got on my microphone, bro. It's not just precious statistic altering stones. It's also spit, man. And they could clone me probably, so if they were evil genius, or if they were a benevolent scientist in a lab. Maybe they could take the crazy stuff from my DNA and make cures for different diseases that I have. You know, because I'm riddled with disease, man. I've got so many diseases in my bum and in my lung and in my tum. You know what I mean? That's why I play the drums, because I'm number one. We're going out to the sun. We're doing this for fun. And just wait till I'm done. We're going to go for a run. I'm loading up the gun and I'm going to shoot everyone. So yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like my nose is like a sewage facility or something. It's doing a bad job of smelling. Not a very good smelling nose because I can't breathe properly. I mean, I can sort of breathe properly. I guess I'm probably got another few days of this shit, but colds always linger around, bro. The cold always lingers, but not the hot. The hot just dissipates, bro. The cold lingers, man. Gets you down to your bones, man. Gets down inside of your bones. And then the bone snatchers don't want to take your bones anymore. Suddenly your bones are not good enough to be snatched up, man. You know what I mean? I don't even have no signs of osteoporosis just yet. I mean, I got a clickety-clackety skeleton inside of my flesh, bruh. You know what I mean? Like every time I take a step or like get out of bed or sit up from the chair or whatever, man, like just crickety cracks all the time. Listen to see if I can get my fingers happening right now. Check this shit out. Yeah, right. So you hear that, bro? I got the clickety old joints, man. And my neck does the same thing too. And my toes and my ankle. Pretty much every time I take a step, my ankle goes click, click, click. Click goes the shears, boys. Click, click, click. That's a classic Aussie folk tale about shearing, man. Shearing, bruh. Shearing the sheeps, dude. Life out on the fucking land, bruh. Out in the stations. Shout outs to Ned Kelly, man. Stealing from the stations. Stealing to survive. Australia's Robin Hood, bruh. You know what I mean? He was given to the poor, bruh. He was giving it to the poor, taken from the rich. He's probably, by all counts, I guess, like, I mean, from what I understand, he seemed like a pretty reasonable dude, except for the fact that he stole money from and possessions from people and food. But I guess it was mostly rich people, or like, you know, he didn't take more than, well, I mean, who the fuck knows what he did? Ned Kelly is as much a legend as it is fucking a real life guy. I mean, you can go and see the fucking museum where his armor is kept at, I guess, and you can, I guess that's sort of proof that he existed, but who the fuck knows what he legitimately did in his lifetime? Like, I've heard so many stories, so many legends. It's like he's one of those characters, one of those people that goes beyond legend, man. You know what I mean? The legend is larger than him. I wonder what the most sensitive instrument is. Like, is this some kind of satellite dish or like an electron microscope, man? They gotta be pretty fucking sensitive, bro. How do they even work? I don't even really understand. Like, I think an electron microscope, if I'm not mistaken, like, it shoots like atoms. It shoots electrons, I guess. Otherwise, it would be an atom microscope. But I guess an electron microscope shoots electrons, and then it like picks up on the sensory data of the electron collisions underneath or some shit, and then it broadcasts it through a fucking computer so that you can watch super duper tiny shit happening at like fucking micron levels or whatever. You know what I mean? Electron levels, bruh. It's got to be pretty fucking tiny. Got to be the smallest thing in the world, but at least you could use it to look at Brody's dick. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Brody, big man Brody. He's got a giant penis. You don't need an electron microscope to fucking look at that now, do ya? Got to get those mentions up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get those mentions up. You know what I'm saying? No one ever mentions Brody's big old swollen member. So I'm here to raise awareness. PSA, Brody Kennedy has a massive dick. So yeah, I just be, I'm trying to expose. I mean, I'm trying to, what's the word? Weather myself to the exposure, because like I'm tired of being so sensitive, man. It's like I'm trying to thicken up my skin. I'm trying to abrase myself against all of the roughest surfaces I can find, and get myself some calloused up skin, man, so that I'm not so sensitive, and so I can barely feel the things around me. I want to become like a skin tomb, a skin cocoon, maybe like a turtle or something, man. You ever see the turtles? They brush their bum up against like a toothbrush. That's what I want to do. I want to become as hard as a turtle and then grind against the toothbrush, man. It looks like they're having so much fun. I don't think there's anything in life that feels better than rubbing your shell on a toothbrush, bro. And it must be a hard bristle one, man. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's just how they wipe, you know? Maybe that's how they stay clean and hygienic. Got to get that toothbrush on the bum, on the cloaca, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, platypus have a cloaca too. Lots of animals have a cloaca. Cloaca. Akadaka cloaca. You know what I'm saying, bro? Electronic pussy, man. Electric pussy, bro. Fuck me, dude. Yeah, I'm so sick, man. Before people used to say that I was, people used to know that I was sick, man. You could tell by looking, you could tell by listening. If you just simply observed me with your eyes and your senses, and you could hear, you could smell, you could look, taste, touch, whatever, you would understand. You would come to the realization, like sooner or later, it would have to dawn upon you that this guy before me, he is a sick dude. But that's what people used to think. That's what people thought they knew. I've switched up the game, man. Now I'm wicked sick. Like I've penetrated onto new levels. Like I've penetrated through the layers, bro. You know what I mean? And like I'm onto new, bigger and better things. I'm always onto bigger things, better things. Always improving my sickness, man. See, before I used to be like just a low-level sickoid, and now I'm a grand master vomitor. I'm deathly pale. I got rings under my eyes, and my bones are crickety clacking all the time, like a low level action figure, man, or whatever. What's a clickety clack action figure? Mr. Skelly Bones doll. So we got a long weekend coming up this weekend, bro. That means we get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to ourselves. No work. All work and no play makes Milo a dull boy. You feel me? But to be honest, I have a hard time relaxing, man. Even if I've got time off or whatever, I feel guilty. I feel this sense of dread, like I should be doing something. I should be productive. That's just my anxiety playing tricks on me, man, because I'm a productive dude. Look at all this content that I make, man. Look at all this shit that I do. I'm motivated, but I'm motivated in the wrong areas, man. I'm not building up a portfolio. I'm not chasing a side gig on the weekends. I'm not hustling for property management or some shit, or like I'm not fucking developing my business, bro. You know what I mean? I spend all of my motivation on doing the fucking most eccentric, waste of time shit ever. Creativity, role playing like some kind of songwriter, metalhead musician guy, content creator, podcaster, video game guy that enters tournaments to win tournaments that I never win, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a joke. Highly motivated joke. That's a fucking great tagline. I should put that on a shirt, bruh. Young Milo, the highly motivated joke. I was thinking about getting some kind of shirt or something that says Bing Bong on it. Do you reckon that'd be cool? Who wants a Bing Bong t-shirt? That'd be madness, bruh. That would be madness. I think I'd sell like hot cakes. Or they'd at least sell like cold cakes or like whatever. They'd sell like cakes. Cakes sell hot enough. I mean, you know, it's well enough. Cakes sell well enough if they are hot or cold. As a matter of fact, I think that cold cakes probably sell a lot more than hot cakes. I mean, it depends if you consider pancakes. Like, I guess people buy pancakes in stacks, right? You know, I guess the minimum pancakes that you can get, like at McDonald's, is probably like 3. Can you get one pancake at McDonald's? Or so they call them hot cakes. If a pancake is a cake and a hot cake is a cake, and what about a potato cake? Those are always hot, pretty much, right? So, I mean, I have to think about it because, yeah, people be buying pancakes in stacks. Pancake, they'd be buying like 5 at a time, 10 at a time, covering it in syrup and butter and sugar. I just like to put on a little bit of white sugar. They're already sugary enough, bro, but just a little sprinkle, pinch of white sugar on top, melted with some butter, right? And then a squeeze of lemon. That's some yummy shit right there, bro. But yeah, if you count all of the pancakes that they sell, they're usually hot. But then I guess there's also cold pancakes, right? And there's also warm pancakes. But I think the majority of cakes that I've ever eaten, hang on. We haven't even considered ice cream cakes, man. Those are cold as fuck, bro. Cheesecakes, they gotta be cold, man. Can't have no lukewarm cheesecake. They get all melty or curdled or fucking, they go off, bro. Too much dairy, man. I do love a cheesecake though, man. Ultimately, I think, you think about birthday cakes, those are never hot, man. Wedding cakes, they're always cool, bruh. Yeah, but it's really just that pancakes thing that's throwing me off, bro. Because people be buying 5 at a time, 10 at a time, but how often do you buy 10 cakes? Unless you buy like a little tray of muffins, man. Yes, I suppose you can get like a 6-pack of muffins. Or cupcakes. Muffin is not a cake, right? Or is it a cake? I don't know how to describe muffins or how to categorize them. They are a baked good, but yeah. You can get like cupcakes and they can come in like pretty big batches, especially if they're super mini cupcakes. You can get like a batch of 24 even, you know what I mean? 2 dozen cupcakes. I can't imagine you getting 2 dozen fucking pancakes, bruh. That's too many for the average Joe. It's too many for the average bear. Maybe I should hit up like a Michelin star chef. Who's someone that knows about food? Who would know more about food? Michelin star chef, a baker who owns his own bakery, or a food logistics operator officer that controls like the movements of vast quantities of food, or a farmer. You know what I mean? Those are the 4 types of foodie that I'm pitting against each other. Bakers, Michelin star chef, a food logistics coordinator, or a farmer. Who would win in the knowledge of food battle if they had to get quizzed on all of their food knowledge? Because I'm trying to find out who I need to bang up, who I need to bolt down, and who I need to breeze through in order to ask the questions and get to the bottom of this motherfucking enigma of what the hell is a pancake. I mean, what the hell sells more? That's the question. What sells more? Is it pancakes or cold cakes? That's what I want to know. And I just don't know who to approach for that thing. Probably one idea would be to approach like some kind of food manufacturer of cakes, like a cake manufacturer, like a wholesaler, right? Or someone that mass produces cakes, and find out if they sell more hot cakes or if they sell more cold cakes. That's what I need to do. Maybe I'll go to my bakery tomorrow and hit them up and be like on the way to work or something and be like, hey, I want you to tell me right now, how many cakes do you sell? And she'll be like, oh my God, I sell 50 cakes. And I'll be like, how many of those cakes are hot? And she'll be like, oh my God, XYZ number of cakes are hot. And I'll be like, yeah, well, how many cakes are cold? And she'll be like, ABC number of cakes is cold. And I'll be like, oh, whoa. And I just do the math like quantity XYZ subtract quantity ABC. Are we left with more than 0 or less than 0? That would be one way to figure it all out. Or, I could probably write into Women's Weekly or TV Week and try and put the question to the masses, find out what the reader feedback is like. They could write in and let me know what they think. I could ask the geniuses behind Women's Weekly. But yeah, I think that's about enough right now. We're going to go into a break, man. We're going to take a break, intermission. We're going to play a musical number right about now.
Around your throat. Solution is dead simple. Hang until you choke. Solution is dead simple. Pistol through clenched teeth. Solution is dead simple. It's dead simple to me. Feel anything. Years that I begged, granted my wish. Now I wish I was dead. Negative, oversensitive pain is maximum, never relative. Sentient pain, malevolent gain, no benefit, life irrelevant. Rise and squirm, twist and I turn. I simple. Hang until you choke. Solution is dead simple. Pistol through clenched teeth. Solution is dead simple. It's dead simple to me. Welcome to the Milo Experience.
Thank you very much for that. You're listening to episode 21 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Thank you so much for joining me again. So yeah, we're going to roll out the next half of the episode as sensitively as we did the first, you know what I mean? I'm building up all my walls. I'm breaking down all of my floors. And I'm going to put up big, strong pillars and like what are those things that you put inside of a mine shaft so it stops it from collapsing? Rafters. Is that what it is? Rafters. Going to build some rafters and we're going to make sure that we've got very sturdy foundations going into the next half because I'm telling you, man, if you get too sensitive in this life, bro, you're just going to get crying tears about everything, dude. The slightest little thing's going to shake you up. Suddenly you can't take the banter anymore. Suddenly you can't take a little sledging or a little bit of ribbing, man. Someone pokes you in the ribs and or tries to play a little tune on your skeleton rib cage like a hitting your rib cage with the mallets, trying to play a bit of a tune, and you take the real big bad offense to it or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Well, let me tell you, it's not worth getting your knickers in a twist over the smallest things. It's only worth getting your knickers in a twist over the biggest things. I'm talking about the biggest throbbing things, the hardest, like a iron rod things. They're the ones worth getting your knickers in a twist over. Because you don't sweat the small stuff, man. It's no use crying over spilled milk. I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's not a way to go about living and navigating life. You should be able to give and take, man. You should be like water. You got to be like Bruce Lee, bro. You got to be like water. Apparently Bruce Lee didn't say that. Shout outs to Gabriel. Some dude in Brazil named Gabriel told me that Bruce Lee didn't invent that saying, man. I thought that was Bruce Lee. See, I get all of the famous philosophical quotes filtered to me through popular media, like mass media. Yeah, you know what I mean? What's the point in sitting down and like absorbing hours and hours and hours of diatribes and fucking philosophical musings and all that trite stuff, man, when you can just get it like fed to you, condensed and filtered through the lens of mass media. That's way more entertaining, I gotta say. Like, shout outs to Bruce Lee, teaching you all of those philosophical things in these ways of fighting. See, he was a hard man, but he was also a soft man, you know what I mean? He worked hard, but he was soft as water. But see, the thing about water is if you drop onto it from like 10,000 feet, then it becomes really fucking hard, dude, you know what I mean? And that's gonna fuck you up. I'm talking about smashed skeleton bones, bruh. That's why it's good not to be sensitive, or it's good to be like water. Water is soft. It's the dichotomy of man, bro. You got to be watery. You got to be you got to be soft at the right time. You got to be hard at the other time, just like water. If water enters the jug, it becomes the jug. If water enters the teapot, it becomes the teapot. And if water enters my mouth, it becomes my tummy, and later it becomes my bladder. And that's a big fucking transformation, dude, especially when the water be getting like all the electrolytes and all the minerals and stuff that's inside of the water that's good for me, the hydrating ions, the ions of hydration, the hydration ions, you know? They be getting sucked out of the water and getting into my bloodstream and delivering to all of my organs and like giving me better sight and making my brain not so dry and making my cracked lips a little bit more nicer to kiss. So when I be kissing all my girlfriends, they be like, "Ooh, Milo, your lips all leather. Your lips all leathery, Milo. You know what I mean? All the better to kiss you with, my dear. That's how I be kissing. Kissing in the Nissan. I'm driving to the bitch end. I'm gonna give her a kiss and then we're gonna fit in, slip in, take her out to the river. Then we're gonna do something that you didn't know. Young Milo come through with a rowboat. We jump on the water, we rolling down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean when I say that? So yeah, man, I'm trying to be more like water and less sensitive. I'm trying to build up all of my resistances and remove my inhibitions to growth, man. Growth. It's all about personal growth. Personal growth is what I'm all about these days, man. Especially because I'm so sick. So the first thing I want to do is get away from this sickness and grow out of that. I want to grow from an unhealthy person into a healthy person, and I'm hoping that one of these days my fucking immune system kicks in and tells these motherfucking viral loads inside of me to get the GTFO, bro. GTFO my body, bro. You know what I mean? This ain't your home. Trespassing. If I was a gun owner, man, I'd be shooting myself right now. I'd be shooting the viruses out of me because this is my land and don't tread on me and castle law, fucking whatever, man. Hold my ground, stand my ground. If any viruses step to me, they're gonna get the little blicky, you know what I'm saying? Bang, bang. I'm gonna hold the 9 and I'm gonna shoot in time to my rhymes, man. I'm gonna slime just like Young Thugger, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my slime. Yeah, so good thing that I'm not a gun owner because I'd be shooting down viruses indiscriminately. I'm racist against viruses, bruh. I hate them. Hate viruses. That's why I'd be trying to install some anti-malware on my biome, not my BIOS, bruh, because I'm all about people power. Forget about the computer. I'm putting some fucking malware bites onto my immune system. I think I had too many vaccines and now my immune system's been killed by vaccine-acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. I think that's what's happening to me because my body used to be the best body. Oh wait, hang on. It could be the copious amounts of alcohol that I drink every day because I'm a borderline alcoholic. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't drink at work, don't drink in the morning, but I'll drink every day after work when I get home, bro. You know what I mean? Responsible guy, never drink drive. Never drive under the influence either. If I do a bit of the old wacky tobacco, I ain't driving, man. If I drink a bit of the old gin and tonic or a bit of the old wine, if you know what I mean, then I ain't driving, bruh. Gotta stay safe, gotta stay responsible in these streets. I really don't like it when, it's not up to me to take other people's lives into my own hands unless I was appointed by the king and his court to be the executioner or whatever, man. Then I'd be fucking ripping that hood on faster than Flash Gordon, bro. I'll be pulling up with the big ass axe and lopping heads off like it's fucking no tomorrow, man. I'll be a judge, jury, and executioner. Come off like Judge Dredd, man, pulling out the pistols, putting it at people's heads, especially viruses, and being like, bang, bang, bang. Motherfucking viruses need to die. Get out of these streets, man. This is my beat. I've been on this beat for fucking, so many years, bruh. And these streets ain't what they used to be, man. You know what I mean? It's time to clean this shit up. Dirty Harry? No, what's that guy? Binkle. Travis Bickle style, man. I'm talking taxi driver. Gonna get myself a mohawk and I'm gonna start going down to the red light districts and blasting the goons to hell, man. So I'm gonna free so many trafficked children and trafficked fucking prostituted whatever, man, like fucking human trafficking. I'm gonna free them all, bro. Gonna pull out my Glock 9 with my mohawk. I'm gonna roll down to Chinatown and blast open the shipping containers stuffed full of people. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll respect me. That's finally when Milo will get his comeuppance. Then finally I will get the respect I deserve. Maybe even a promotion, you know what I mean? People might finally throw money at my feet and kiss my balls and wipe my ass, you know what I'm saying? Tie my shoelaces while you're there, baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do anything anymore. No more dishes, no more cleaning the dog, no more fucking driving outside for food. Once I free all the people that are trapped and locked up in shipping containers in the back of vans and chained to basements and locked in garages and stuff like that, then I will become the king. I hope, man. At least that's what I hope, because I wouldn't want to go and do all that shit for nothing. You know what I mean? Imagine setting free all of these trafficked people and, like, you know, doing such a good job of, like, being a humanitarian and, like, setting all these people's lives back on course after they've had it stolen from them brutally and viciously by malicious fucking bad actors. Imagine doing all that and not getting anything for it. That'd be awful, man. I'd fucking throw them all back. I'd get a shipping container of my own and bury them all underneath it, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I think that's just about enough for episode number 21 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong. Just want to say thank you so much for joining me for episode number 21. I thought that was a pretty good one, man. I thought it flowed pretty well. Apart from the coughing and the spluttering, which I've edited out for you for your listening pleasure. I really thought that one was pretty decent. So yeah, thanks once again. Thank you. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, man. Leave me a comment down there, bro, and make sure you're subscribed, of course. If you're listening on Spotify, man, hit that follow button, share this episode with your friends, and do all the good stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Peace.